A car accident doesn't end when the vehicle stops moving. For many families in Albuquerque, that is when the real stress begins. So you may be a little shaken, you may be in a little bit of pain, you may be trying to calm your children while traffic moves around you on I-40 or Coors. You may already be thinking about things like missed work, mounting medical bills, and whether your insurance rates will increase. Normally within hours of phone calls, they begin, right? Insurance adjusters move quickly. Tow companies are going to come pick up your car. They move quickly. Medical billing departments move quickly, but injured drivers are often left wondering what to do next. My name is Anthony Spratley. I'm an attorney. I'm the founder of Fusion Legal Group here in Albuquerque. I am a military veteran and former JAG prosecutor, and I represent injured drivers throughout New Mexico. So I approach post-accident strategy with structure and discipline because decisions that you make in the first days and weeks after a crash can significantly affect the outcome of your New Mexico car accident claim. So your first priority after a crash is safety. Now you know this, if anyone's injured, call 911 immediately, even if injuries appear minor. So documentation matters. So like in busy Albuquerque corridors like Paseo or Central, secondary collisions are common. So the vehicles can be moved safely, remove them from active traffic lanes, and when law enforcement arrives, just remain calm and cooperative. So the police report often becomes an important piece of evidence later in your case. And after safety is addressed, documentation becomes critical. So take photographs of every vehicle involved, capture different angles of damage, photograph license plates, photograph skid marks if you can, debris, traffic lights, intersection layouts, and the surrounding signage. And if there's witnesses, just politely request their contact information. In many disputed cases, photographs taken in the first few minutes clarify liability months later when fault becomes contested. Now, you cannot recreate the accident scene once the vehicles are removed, so just remember that. So the next step is medical evaluation. Many injured drivers say they felt fine at first. Adrenaline can mask symptoms. Whiplash, concussions, and disc injuries often develop gradually over several days. So delaying medical care is one of the most common mistakes that we see in Albuquerque car accident cases. Insurance companies frequently argue that if the injury were serious enough, you would have sought treatment right away. So prompt evaluation protects both your health and the integrity of your documentation. So medical records form the backbone of your claim. So every emergency room visit, imaging studies like MRIs, physical therapy, chiropractic care, injections, and specialist consultations all contribute to establishing the seriousness of your injuries. For example, a case involving $6,000 to $8,000 in documented treatment may, again, no guarantee, may resolve between $15,000 and $25,000 depending on consistency and liability. A disc injury with $30,000 to $40,000 in treatment, again, no guarantee, may reach $60,000 to $100,000. So surgical cases may exceed $150,000 depending on long-term impact and available coverage. And after medical care, communication with the insurance companies becomes the next major issue. So you should notify your own insurance carrier that an accident occurred. However, you are not required to immediately provide detailed recorded statements to the other driver's insurance company. Now, insurance adjusters are trained to gather information quickly. Avoid guessing about fault if they ask you. Avoid minimizing your symptoms. Avoid saying you are fine before full medical evaluation. Now, in New Mexico, we follow a pure comparative negligence. That means fault can be divided between drivers. So if your damages totaled $100,000 and you are found 25% responsible, your recovery may drop to $75,000. Even casual statements about speed or braking can affect how fault percentages are calculated. If you are unsure how to respond, consulting an experienced Albuquerque car accident lawyer before giving a recorded statement may protect your position. Now, insurance companies, they evaluate claims using internal software and guidelines that they use. They analyze medical bills, duration of treatment, diagnostic findings, lost wages, and policy limits. They've been doing this a very, very long time. But they also assess risk. If they believe a case is well documented and prepared for litigation, negotiation dynamics shift. If they believe an injured driver will accept the first offer out of frustration or financial pressure, the offer that they give may be conservative. There's also a timing component. In most New Mexico personal injury cases, you have 3 years from the date of the crash to file the lawsuit. That may feel distant when you're still treating injuries, but evidence fades, witness memories fade, vehicles are repaired. Waiting too long to evaluate your options can weaken your leverage. So common mistakes injured drivers make include stopping treatments too early because symptoms improve temporarily. So people are missing follow-up appointments, or they're posting accident details or physical activities on social media, accepting the first settlement offer, and failing to check uninsured motorist coverage. Now, each of these decisions can reduce the value of your claim. Not every crash requires legal representation. All right. So if there are no injuries, minimal medical bills, clearly admitted liability, and an insurance offer that fully compensates the documented losses, you may not need a person like me. But if injuries are significant, fault is disputed, and the other driver has limited insurance, or the settlement offer feels low compared to what you are experiencing physically and financially, consulting a local Albuquerque car accident attorney can protect your family's future. So at Fusion Legal Group, we handle personal injury cases on a contingency fee basis. There are no upfront legal fees. There is no hourly billing. We are paid only if compensation is recovered. This structure allows injured families to pursue justice without additional financial strain during recovery. So I'm local, my firm's local, I live in the community with my family, I served in the military here, and I'm learning that preparation, discipline, and clarity matter under pressure. So those principles guide how I handle every New Mexico car accident claim. So national firms may advertise heavily across the state. Well, they do. But local knowledge of our court procedures, regional insurance tactics, and how comparative negligence arguments are presented can influence outcomes. So if you're injured in a crash in Albuquerque and you are unsure, or anywhere in New Mexico, and you're unsure what to do next, call Fusion Legal Group at 505-300-0777. We will review your situation, explain your options clearly, and help you decide whether hiring an Albuquerque car accident lawyer is the right step for your family. So you do not have to face or make that decision alone.